Hey guys, in one of my recent videos, many of you said you were hoping I'd release a video showcasing some mods for Minecraft 1.16.5, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm not showcasing just new mods, mainly ones I haven't mentioned before, and aren't massively popular. At the end of the video, you'll find my playlist too, which shows hundreds of other mods for this version. In the timestamps, I'll list other versions that these mods are available for. A new creature that you can add to your world is the Direbat. They mostly spawn in caves within the overworld, where you might find them hanging upside down, but they can also spawn in the overworld during a full moon. As they're vampiric, they'll burn in sunlight like undead mobs would. They don't like players getting too close, and if they attack you, they can hit you with the blindness effect. If you kill a Direbat, they'll drop their fangs, which can be used to create arrows which hit an entity with blindness. If you notice some interesting death animations in that last mod, that's coming from another mod called Shatter. When killing a creature, they'll now break up into multiple pieces before fading away into nothingness, which could make for some interesting mod packs, especially fantasy ones. A mod that will add some structures into your world is Ambient Structures. The mod has been discontinued, but it still works, and with it installed, expect to find some ruins, campsites, hot air balloons, and mini graveyards. Some of these structures have useful items too, like beds and chests. At the time of putting this video together, Mystic's Biomes doesn't have a mod description, as it's currently undergoing a reconstruction, but from what I can tell, it currently adds the Bamboo Blossom Forest, Lavender Meadow, and Strawberry Fields biomes. They all contain new trees, which are pink and purple in color, and can be used to make some different colored planks for your builds. In the Strawberry Fields, you can find a new type of cow, which gives strawberry milk, and these can be used to make strawberry cakes. Drill provides a simple way of creating tunnels and destroying blocks without much difficulty. To start, create a drill from 3 iron ingots, 1 redstone dust, an iron pickaxe, and an iron axe. Then add some fuel such as coal and turn it on. The drill will begin to move, and it will destroy any blocks in a 3x3 area, creating a tunnel. Any blocks it breaks will be dropped behind it so that you can pick them up. Water Source adds a thirst mechanic into Minecraft, which can be seen just above your hunger bar, and there's quite a few ways of managing thirst. With simple methods like collecting coconuts and drinking from them, crafting and placing down rain collectors, and eventually creating your own water strainers and water dispenser machines. It's a pretty cool mod and has more features than similar mods. Better Beekeeping will make some light improvements to bees. Firstly, you can craft some new styles of hives so that they can be made from each wood type. The smoker is a new block which can be used in place of a campfire when harvesting honey. Bees can also produce different flavors of honey which can cure or grant effects. Snail Mail is quite fun for multiplayer, and to start you'll need to create a snail box from 8 iron ingots and a nautilus shell. This can be placed down, ideally somewhere where you can easily access it. You'll also want to craft an open envelope as well as a stamp. Open the snail box, add your envelope, and open it. Place the items you wish to send, add the stamp, and choose the recipient. In this case, I'm just sending something to myself, and then a giant snail will leave the box and deliver your items. Adventure Apparatus adds a few new useful items into Minecraft, with the first being the pick on a stick. When you throw this into a resource block, it can break it and bring the materials to you. So it's like a throwable pickaxe. By adding a slime ball to this item, it becomes sticky, which will turn it into a grappling hook instead. The Phantom Windbreakers can be crafted with Phantom Membrane, and will slow down your falling speed by sneaking mid-air. Or you can craft shuttle shoes from shulker items, which can allow you to do double and triple jumps. Another nature-themed mod is Corundum Meadows. It adds lots of meadow-related biomes, like the arid, blooming, corundum, flower mushroom, and onion meadows. These aren't just made up of new terrain and trees, as the biomes involve all sorts of new blocks, including different woods, mossy earth, and some different plants. And there's lots of new creatures, like meadow rodents, terror birds, caterpillars, moths, golems, and a lot more. Some of them can even be tamed, and creatures are also added to vanilla biomes, like the buffalo. There's quite a lot of other additions, like new equipment, structures, food, and more, and this mod is worth checking out at least. Aardvark's Weird Wonderful Wild is designed to make Minecraft feel more alive. No new biomes are added, as instead, the mod mostly adds new animals, with there being over 80 in total. You can expect to find the likes of scorpions, swans, bison, sharks, salamanders, skunks, and so much more. All the animals fall under different categories like mammals, reptiles, insects, and amphibians. So expect to find a huge variety of creatures, and there's an in-game book which will tell you about each creature. Some animals like the ibex and moose can even be tamed and mounted. Outside of animals, there's new fungi, decorative blocks and structures to match some creatures like termite mounds. Lots of new decoration objects come with the Fantasy Furniture mod. There's some different themes including the Dunmer from Skyrim, Venthyr from the World of Warcraft, and some Nordic-themed items. I like some of the features with this mod, as many of the decoration objects are stackable. And of course, most of the objects are functional, so you can sit on different chairs and store items in containers. This is one of the nicest decoration mods I've seen in a long time, as there's a lot more detail compared to what we usually see in similar mods. I can think of so many packs where this mod would be a great addition. If you're familiar with Don't Starve, then you'll like this next mod. It adds Chester, who can be summoned by creating the eye bone from a bone and Eye of Ender. All you need to do is sneak and place the eye bone down for a Chester to spawn. Whenever you're out on adventures, Chester will be just a few steps behind, and it even has the right sound effects from Don't Starve too. If you place the eye bone down instead, then Chester will stop following you. The great feature about this companion is that you can interact with Chester anytime to open its inventory, giving extra storage. This mod adds 3 new launchers into Minecraft, which can be used to send you into the air. There's 3 tiers, which are the regular launcher, power launcher, and extreme launcher, and they all have crafting recipes. When you stand on them and activate them with a redstone signal, you'll be launched into the air, making it a great way to take off with an elytra. Or they might be good for just traveling throughout your base, and they can propel items too. The Blocky Siege is going to add lots of siege-style weapons into the game. There's cannons, which can be crafted from iron blocks, planks, and a blast furnace. And they're able to fire both cannonballs and explosive barrels. Or you can use mortars to send blocks in an upward trajectory. And these are able to fire both mortar shells and molten shells, which will set blocks on fire. This mod would be really fun for role-playing, whether it be for attacking locations in your world or defending your own bases. Just make sure to stock up on lots of gunpowder. Pyrologer And Friends brings lots of new pillager-themed mobs, so many that it feels like you're living in their world. You can find them spawning all over the place, even in the Nether, and lots of new structures are included in the mod, which is where you'll find most of these new mobs. You might come across shrines, campsites, homes, statues, fortresses, temples, fields, and more. But there's some non-pillager creatures too, as well as bosses to fight. Every creature has their own behavior and drops, which can give items which grant positive effects or even magic wands. But there's so much in this mod right now, and it would take a long time to explore everything. Shroom Dealers are new mods which can be found in the overworld. They consist of amethyst deceivers, toadstools, and a few others. And you might find them spawning in a new structure called the Shroomy Village. You can trade with them using mushrooms, and they'll give you items like iron, coal, and diamonds in return, as well as lots of other stuff. But each dealer also has their own special item, which can be helpful in combat, like smoke bombs, poisonous darts, or some new foods. To start, Guns RPG adds lots of weapons into Minecraft, which includes different rifles, pistols, shotguns, and grenade launchers, among a few others. All the weapons are 3D and have some really nice animations and sounds to go alongside them. Though you can't just start using guns straight away, as there's an entire skill tree which you'll need to work your way through, which is where the RPG aspect comes in. Events can happen like airdrops and blood moons, or head to a village and you can find a mayor who'll give you requests. And there's lots more like custom mobs, loot stashes, perks, and more. This mod adds some new villagers into Minecraft who can be recruited. You can find them naturally spawning, or regular villagers can be given a profession. You can hire them with emeralds and then control them. There's options like having them follow you, hold a position, attack any living creature, and upgrade their equipment. Recruits can be placed into groups and quickly controlled using the R key, and their AI allows them to use potions, eat food, and target hostile enemies, so it's a useful mod overall. Some improvements come to the end dimension with Unusual End. The mod aims to make the dimension more interesting to explore, without completely overhauling it. It does that by adding some new plants as well as mobs like Ender Blobs, Ender Fireflies, and Undead Enderlings. Watch out for Infested Endstone too, as it contains the End Trapper, which will attack you. A structure to look out for is the Wanderer's House, where a Wanderer trader lives who sells some items related to the mod. One of them is the Wandering Stew, which can quickly transport you back to the overworld. Some of these new ancient End cities will allow you to spawn the Endstone Golem, a boss that has 500 hearts. So check this mod out for an expansion to the End. That's the end of this video. Make sure to check out my newer Forge videos I have coming out, as they also contain mods for this version of Minecraft. And check out the playlist above for some more videos I've covered.